For an easy weeknight dinner, nothing is better with pasta and protein. This dish is fettuccine with some fresh cooked shrimp. To get started, you're going to use a box of fettuccine. I use this fresh fettuccine, but you can also use boxed if you prefer, whatever's easier for you. Of course, fettuccine and shrimp, you need shrimp. These are already deveined, makes my life easier. You're going to use 2 cloves of garlic, which are going to be minced. And you're also going to use some fresh parsley that you're going to decorate the pasta at the end. To cook the pasta, I like to use white wine. I still have a bunch of leftover sake cooking wine, so I decided to use that. But any white wine is fine. Capers add a nice little briny flavor to the dish, which I love. And some cheese to finish off the dish, as well as a fresh squeeze of lemon. To the pan, you're going to add some butter as well as olive oil. Once the olive oil and butter combine and start melting, you can throw in the garlic. You can see here I very quickly freshly squeeze some garlic in there. Stir it around. Just let that garlic cook over medium heat. You don't want it to scorch or burn. That would be very bad. To this, you're going to add the shrimp, and I'm just going to kind of throw them all up in that butter, garlic, olive oil sauce, throw it together, and just kind of try flatten out the shrimp on the pan so they cook evenly. You don't want to have shrimp cooking on each other. You want to try get each shrimp touching the pan if you can. This is about 1/4 pound of shrimp. After it's been cooking for a minute or so, you're going to add the capers, 1/2 teaspoon of capers to the dish. You're going to add about 1/4 cup of the wine. This is a give or take situation, but about 1/4 cup. And just keep kind of stirring everything together. Make sure the wine is incorporated with the garlic and the butter and the capers so all the shrimp have a chance to play in the bath. At this point, once you've been stirring it around for a little while, you're going to see it's getting nicely cooked. So at this point, I'm just going to add some black pepper. I've already added salt and the Italian herbs to the shrimp before I threw them in there. So I just add the pepper at the end. Once the shrimp start curling, like these are pretty well curled, they're done. So I cook the fettuccine in another dish and then just throw that into the pan with the freshly cooked shrimp. Also to that, you're going to add about 1/4 to 1/3 cup of the pasta water. This is a nice way to thicken up any sauce that you're using. So now at this point, I tossed everything together into a bowl and I add some freshly squeezed lemon juice, about 1 tablespoon or 2. And then you're just going to kind of toss it all together and incorporate all the different flavors to each other. You can see I served it with some freshly cut parsley as well as some Parmesan cheese. The more cheese, the merrier, I always say, but not so much my wife, so I like to put the cheese on at the end when I serve the dish. Please find this recipe at stevecooksfood.com. Hit the like button and subscribe, and thanks so much, guys.